Hello everybody and welcome to masterTOPIK. I am going to be your teacher for this course. You can call me Karl. And just a little bit about me before we get into class. I have been studying Korean for about 10 years now. I went to Hankuk University of Foreign Studies here in Seoul, South Korea, and there I learned Korean education as one of my majors, all right? And so I'm going to help you all. I'm assuming a lot of you are studying for the TOPIK test for the first time, and I know it can be a little bit intimidating, maybe a little bit scary, so I'm going to give you some tips and tricks so that you can all get 만점 on your test, all right? Let's get going. All right, so today our first topic is going to be the reading part, all right? So there are a bunch of different types that come out in the reading part, and so today we're going to be going over the first 문제 problem, and we're going to be covering questions number 31 to 33, all right? All right, so this is what it's going to look like, all right? So basically, when you go into the TOPIK test, this is pretty much exactly how it's going to be out, so just get used to that a little bit. All right, and so a little bit about this type. It's a total of 3 questions, and you're also going to get 1 example before that. The difficulty, as you can see here, 1 star out of 5, all right? So this is going to be mostly for those of you who are aiming for your level 1, right? And the type, you're going to be choosing what the sentences are about. So you're usually going to get 2 usually shorter sentences, and they're going to have a theme. They're going to have a similar topic, and you can just choose that. And so what we're going to want to study for this is mostly vocabulary. And a little hint here, you're going to really want to focus on your vocabulary for most of topic 1, all right? That's pretty much going to be what decides if you pass or fail, all right? So let's break it down. First, obviously, we're going to want to understand what the questions are asking, okay? So they're going to ask you, 무엇에 대한 내용입니까? So here, 무엇 is what. What is 뭐, right? But usually on tests like this, you're going to see the word 무엇 a lot, so you're going to want to make sure you learn that, okay? And so we're going to be finding the topic, the noun, because in these questions, they're usually going to be pretty short sentences, and it's going to be very simple, so you're just going to want to know what the topic is, what the verb is, and that's going to get you through, okay? All right, and you can also find clues for how to solve the problem in the example that they give you, all right? So let's just say that this is your example. 사과가 맛있습니다. 바나나가 맛있습니다. All right, so we're going to be looking for a common point here. So if you look over here, both end in the same verb, 맛있습니다, delicious, right? And so that's not going to be a huge help in looking for the answer. So you know you're going to want to go over here, right? 사과, banana. 사과, apple. Banana, banana, right? And so we can easily figure out that 과일, fruit, is going to be our answer. All right, so press pause and answer the questions without me. All right, so our first practice question. How did you guys do? Right? Simple? Hard? All right, so I'm going to help you through this one. All right, so we have 불고기가 있습니다. 비빔밥도 있습니다. All right, so like I said before, they both end in the same verb. They both have 있습니다. So you can kind of just skip over that. And so we look 불고기, 비빔밥. What are these? Food, right? So those of you who like Korean cuisine, I know some people study languages because they like the culture and the food there. And so 불고기 is kind of like Korean barbecue almost, a little, you know, very popular among foreigners. And then bibimbap is also a very popular Korean rice dish. And so we know that our answer is going to be number 4, 음식, food. And over here we have a couple expressions that you can study on your own time. Maybe pause, write them down, come back later, look at them again. All right, so just know these might come out on the test. All right, how was your second question? All right, pretty simple maybe? Maybe a little bit hard? I think this one's a little bit harder, and I'll tell you why. 매일 공원을 걷습니다. 주말에는 등산을 합니다. Alright, so now our verb is a little bit different now, right? 합니다, 걷는다. Alright, and so we're going to have to kind of mix them up to figure out our answer here, right? 걷는다 and 등산. 등산 is hiking, 걷는다 is walking, right? So both of these are exercise, okay? So 운동, right? Alright, pretty easy? Well, if that was easy, here are some more expressions you can learn, right? Alright. All right, and then our last question. How was this one for you guys? All right, let's take a look. All right, so first we have 바람이 많이 붑니다, right? 밖에 바람이 많이 붑니다. 비도 조금씩 내립니다. All right, so our most important words, we have them over in red over here. 바람, 비. 바람 is wind, 비 is rain. So we know that this is going to do with the weather. So our answer is number 1, 날씨. All right, and then over here, we have a couple more expressions for you to learn, and these are very common expressions, so you are going to want to learn all of those, all right? All right, and then we'll just go over these real quick. These are some vocabulary words that are very important for topic 1. So in health, we have 운동하다, 물을 마시다, 다이어트를 하다, 약을 먹다. All right, then we're going to go into jobs, 경찰, 공무원, 과장, 팀장. And if any of you have experience working in Korea or you might want to work in Korea, I suggest learning 과장, 팀장, things like that because you're going to be using those as names for like you call your boss maybe like 팀장님 or 과장님, things like that. And that was something that really kind of threw me off when I first started working in Korea. And so if any of you are interested in that, make sure you check these, okay? All right, let's move on to studying. 외국어를 공부하다. All right, that's what we're all doing here, right? Yeah, 외국어를 공부하다. 운전면허증을 따다. Oh, do you guys all have your driver's license? I have mine back in the States, but I don't have mine here in Korea yet because I don't like driving. All right, and then 유학을 가다. 유학을 가다. Maybe some of you are studying Korean so that you can 유학을 가다. And 취직 준비를 하다. Maybe some of you are studying Korean so that you can get a job, maybe a bonus at your job. All right, and then last of all, hobbies. A lot of you, maybe studying Korean is your hobby, right? But we have 영화를 보다, 신발을 모아다, 독서를 하다, 악기를 연주하다. All right, so these are some words that you can learn. And just a little tip, when you're studying vocabulary, learn all of these, but also make sure you learn vocabulary relative to you, right? So we have like hobbies. What are your hobbies? Find how to say that in Korean, and then you're going to be able to kind of talk about yourself when you meet new people in Korea, right? All right. All right, so we're already at our final summary. All right. So again, the type, we're choosing the topic. We're going to have 2 sentences, and you're choosing their topic, choosing the theme, right? How to solve it? Just find what the 2 sentences have in common, right? So this is at the beginning of the test, so it is a little bit simpler. You can save on the brain power, right? And again, to study, you're just going to want to memorize groups of words by themes and situations, right? So if you remember, we had words grouped together by weather, we had them grouped together by exercise, and so just memorize them like that, and you'll be able to see in an instant what the answer is going to be, all right? All right, and that concludes our first class for today. How did you guys do? All right, just let me know. Well, if you can, let me know. And you can always come back to review. You know, maybe come back, check it again tomorrow, check it in another week, and you can always come back right before topic test to kind of refresh on that. I know studying a new language for the first time can be a little bit intimidating, but that's why I'm here. I'm going to kind of lead you through those first stages so that you can master Korean in no time. All right, thank you, everybody. 감사합니다.
당신을 위한 한국어 마스터, 마스터 토픽.